Carlos Baerga. Carlos, thank you very much for joining us. When you think about that team, the 1995 then Cleveland Indians, what comes to mind?
Right away, first of all, nice for me to be with you guys. Awesome. Thank you for having me.
You got it.
That team was so special. And I don't know because he played against us. Every time we step in the field, we know we was going to win. It wasn't the cockiness. It was the belief that we have that every time we go to any ballpark or any team that we play, our team was amazing. No matter, you know how many times we came back to win games? It was so many times, and the fans never left the ballpark. It was awesome. We feel like we are the Beatles, that we are the Yankees. The people follow the Yankees everywhere. The Cleveland Indians fans was follow that team everywhere we go. There was a special. We win 100 games that year, out of 140 games. So that was amazing.
And it went on not just that year, but it started a couple years earlier. Before that, this was a really great run. Carlos, today a lot of times they have the best hitter hitting 2, but back when we were playing, the best hitter in the lineup hit 3. You were hitting 3rd in that lineup. Now I played against you because I knew the thump from both sides of the plate and how you could hit. But man, when you think back to that lineup and hitting 3rd. That's got to bring a lot of respect to you, right?
That was a bless. You know that my son, every time that he see that lineup, my son's born like 10 years later, when I play at that time, and he always said to me, Daddy, how do he turn in that lineup? Hall of Famers in there. That's 3 Hall of Famers in there. And I've been saying to everybody, Harold, we got 3 in that team. It wasn't in that lineup because that lineup was against righty. But when we bring they bring a lefty, Winfield was in that team too.
Oh, that's right.
Winfield, Eddie Murray, Jim Thome already in the Hall of Fame. I hope that Omar Vizquel get there. I hope that Manny Ramirez maybe later on because he put the numbers unbelievable. Albert Bell was a Hall of Famer too. So you got almost 6 guys in there in the same lineup. That's something that you don't see too often, in Major League Baseball.
Who were you scared of? Like, were you scared of Albert? Like, I ain't messing with him. Who?
That's a good choice.
Albert was a mean guy in the field. He played the game. He want to win. He want to hit. People don't know. This guy worked harder than anybody, and you know that, Harold.
Yeah, that he was one of the nicest people to be around off the field. You're right.
Oh, awesome person. Awesome person. That guy worked hard every day. And that guy, I want him in my team every day. Every day, because I know that he was going to step and give you everything he have every day. And he's a winner. He was a winner.
All right, so let's talk about today's crop of players. And Carlos, you've been like breaking news.
Yeah, real quick, before we get into that, I'm glad Harold brings that up. Carlos, you have, as I said going to break, you've kind of turned yourself into this somewhat of an insider. How did this come about where you, Carlos Baerga, a 14-year big league veteran, is now on numerous occasions, breaking news?
Well, let me tell you something. When I retired, I remember my last day of the season with the Washington Nationals, ESPN. You remember, Harold, that was the first time that I met you off the field. Now I met you when we worked together in ESPN. And they called me to do the playoff and the World Series. From that day on, I started being, working for ESPN for 7 years. I was doing that job in there, and I really love what I did in there. I've stopped doing it because my son he was 11 years old, and I need to watch him play.
Yeah.
So my wife said to me, Carlos, you need to spend some time with your kid too. So I stepped down. So I came back to play again, and I played a couple more years. But then I say, well, this is something that I really like. And when the COVID-19 came in, I got a friend of mine that he passed away. He was the one that, they want me to, to do this with him. Me gusta los deportes. That's what I do every night. That is being a bless. And this guy is called Palillito Santiago. He was the one that, that teach me, that help me, to prepare myself. And I prepare myself in this, like I prepare, I used to prepare, to go to spring training. That's the way I do this game. So I study, and I got people right next to me, like Hectori and Alex, and people that work with me, like John Holmes and stuff like that, that help me out, to prepare myself. And I got good contact with players, people around the city that that I got opportunity to come up and I can, when I say something, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say to you, I'm not gonna say this is gonna happen and this is not gonna happen. And I'm gonna say the truth because everybody knows me.
Yeah.
So then I'm gonna be a liar,
I mean, when the one you broke news on a few things, but this year, when Soto was going through his meetings and nothing was leaking out, and all of a sudden we get a tweet, boom, the Mets offer $660 million, and everybody went, what? I mean, we got all these insiders, passing to Rosenthal, to you name it, and nobody had it but you. And that only comes through relationship, I'm assuming.
Yeah, and I know the players too, and I know the people around them too. So we talk a lot, and I always say that it's a bless. But I have a group of people that they help me out too. That I have to say, it's not just myself; it's a team. It's a team effort, to put it together. And I want the best. And people think that I just do it for the Latin. No, I do it for the American, American players too. You know what? When Judge was going to sign with San Francisco, I was the first one to say, John Heyman said, and I said too, he going to be signing with San Francisco because they offer him that money. Yeah,
and he came real close.
I know. And then San Diego offered him $450 million.
Oh, my.
So, we were so close in there, too. So this is something that I really like it. And I feel like I'm taking ground balls and hitting in the batting cages, preparing myself, to play a game. But I do it with respect. And I respect John Morosi. I respect, all these great people that work in the game, they do a great job. People think that they are waiting for calls to call them to let them know. No, they go, they make calls, they talk to people, the front office, stuff like that.
Well, why don't we play Pepper with you here for a little bit and go through some free agents and that are currently unsigned, and maybe you can just kind of give us quick little blurbs or just quick little thoughts on where you think their market is right now. Alex Bregman.
I think Alex Bregman, he's waiting to sign for 7 years. Oh. And I think, I said this the other day, I think one sort of did, I think, everybody kind of scared now to give that many years, especially with people that are 30 years old, over 30 years old. So I believe if Alex Bregman want to sign, he has to be going down to 5 or 4 years. Okay. But I think Alex Bregman can be a guy that can help the Detroit Tigers. You know why? Because they are so young. They need somebody with experience. They need somebody that's been there. He already won 2 World Series. He's been in the playoff every year. The manager, AJ Hinch, wise manager. And I believe they live close too. So I think this is going to be the best thing for the Detroit Tigers. If this happens, the Detroit Tigers, they haven't finished. They're going to go for one more pitcher. Okay. A veteran pitcher. Maybe Alcantara. Maybe Luis Castillo. Ooh. This can happen. This can happen. And they have the young players to give to the Seattle Mariners and to give to the Florida Marlins too. So anything like that can happen. I believe. I thought that he was going to the Mets too because I think the Mets was really, and at Boston Red Sox. But I don't know what's going on with Boston. If they sign him, they need to put him in second base. And the thing is, I don't know if he want to play second base.
And real quick, Anthony Santander, what do you think happens with him?
Anthony Santander, a lot of people saying that Toronto offered him $80 million for 4 years, something like that. I don't know what's going on if he's going to go there because the problem that Toronto Blue Jays have is they haven't signed Vladimir Guerrero. Yeah. Who want to go there when you don't have Vladimir Guerrero next year and you don't have Bo Bichette next year? Who want to go there?
That's fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
If I'm Santander, I sign with Houston and I sign with Houston or Mets. Those two things, and maybe Detroit if Detroit don't sign Alex Bregman. That can be
so interesting.
So let me ask you about this. You made a point real quick with Bregman. If he goes to Boston, he'd have to play second. And everybody keeps saying Nolan Arenado's going to go there, and they automatically move Devers to first. And I'm going, Devers is young. He's not going to just say I'm going to first base. What's your thoughts on if Devers, what he might be thinking about hearing everybody talking about him moving to first?
Well, let me tell you something. I have a friend of mine that's been saying this for the last 2 or 3 years. The best thing that can happen to Devers, and this guy is a great hitter. Let me say to everybody, he's a great hitter. But I believe if he moved to first base, this guy gonna go to another level. And if he go to another level, the other day I was watching a video of almost 9 or 10 homers against Garrett Cole. And he don't hit the fastball. He hit everything against Garrett Cole. This guy's a great hitter, but I believe if he moves from third to first, it's going to be the best for the team and the best for his career. You remember what happened to Vladimir Guerrero when he moved from third base to first base? He became a good glove, and he became a better hitter, because you don't have to put in your mind that I have to catch the ball and make a long throw to first base. But the thing is, Boston have a young player, Casa, in first base. You know what? I was surprised with Boston. The Boston, if Boston want to win right now, I think Vladimir Guerrero, it would be unbelievable to make a trade for him. But Boston need to ask Toronto, can I talk to the agents of Vladimir Guerrero to see if we can get it, in a contract or something like that before making a trade?
Right. That would have to happen, no doubt about it. Hey, we got time for one more thing I want to throw at you. Another Carlos Baerga thing. I'm understanding that you have video of Shohei Ohtani throwing at a high school in California.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I saw him the other day. And the thing is, what surprised me is about this guy right here. This guy, he's so talented. He's the best player of the game. I have to say that, this guy is amazing. And the thing is, the Japanese players, they eat so healthy. He gonna recuperate his body so quick that I believe he's gonna be pitching maybe in May.
And this guy is like not human. He just had a shoulder surgery or whatever the heck he had. It doesn't even look at that video.
He looks great.
He's hurt it all.
Yeah.
He's unbelievable. I really, every time that I see him in the field or practice or something like that, I say, wow, how he do it. And the thing what is amazing, Harold, I was talking to Luis Arraez the other day, and I said, Luis, how this guy do it? He don't take BP. He don't take BP. He don't hit, somebody in the cage to him. Just tea and soft stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what he told me last year. I couldn't believe it.
Nice.
Carlos, you know what else is unbelievable? Is you, my friend. We
Thanks
got to
for
go
joining
to break.
us, man.
Brother, thank you for the time and the knowledge. It was awesome.
God bless you guys. All the best. And I watch you guys every day, man. You guys doing a great job. God bless you.